Clemente, California, the parking garage for the world-famous Trestles Beach has seen lots of rare and unusual cars over time, but I'm happy to bet only $5, though that it was the first time it had seen a Mars Red 2018 Mercedes-AMG GT R. After all, exotic two-door sports coupes don't normally make good surf rigs. But the AMG GT R isn't any coupe, it's a liftback. And the engine expires front as an alternative to in the middle or in the rear. Thus, rather than having to rig my board standing on the roof like I'd shoot with, say, an Audi R8 or Porsche 911, I simply threw it a 6-foot 4-inch fish inside back, resting it for the GTR's $1,600 carbon fiber crossbar. And there was still being enough space left for my carrying case of gear. Who says sports cars can't what you need? Of course, the AMG GT R is more useful for shredding tires than carrying shred sticks. A 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 beneficial to 577 horsepower and 516 lb-ft of torque will perform that. It may wear Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2's 27535ZR19 beforehand and massive 32530ZR20 meets in the rear at $1,700 for your sweet black rims, but all of that means is always that more on the pavement are going to be ripped out when peak torque makes its method to those beefy rears via AMG's 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission in a mere 1,900 revolutions per minute. Be sure to shut off the stop-start, though it's probably wise to leave the soundness and traction control on out partying. Hit the loud button around the center console, too. The titanium exhaust sounds greater that way. In standard mode, the note is tinny. Frankly, the road is not the ideal place to make leash off this wild animal. When a car can hit 60 miles per hour in a mere 3.5 seconds, there isn't much room underneath the speed limit for open throttle shenanigans. You'll not be able to stress the chassis, anyway. The Michelins alone guarantee that, but there's insurance inside form in the GTR's adaptive suspension, rear wheel steering, and $8,950 carbon ceramic brakes. Fortunately, European Bureau Chief Georg Koscher drove one somewhere more appropriate, the Portimão circuit in Portugal, so you can confirm that there won't be concerns around the GTR's performance at its orbit level limits. In fact, there's little GT for the GTR. The stiff suspension and sport buckets allow for a rough and bumpy ride, as the sticky Michelins considerably raise the noise factor. Worse, that sweet carbon fiber wing you paid another $4,000 for Mercedes-AMG also throws in carbon fiber mirror caps definitely makes the rear view mirror basically useless. You're probably more well off parking yours with a place like the Thermal Club in Palm Springs and adding a consistent GT towards the stable in your house. Then again, there's a particular pleasure in driving about in something so overtly brash. Provided, obviously, you're watchy to the attention, like some high school kids who followed me into a local food store in their Fiat 500X only to take pictures from the car. You'll definitely differentiate yourself from the army of 911s on the local Cars and Coffee, too. Besides, the ride isn't that stiff. There is no Lotus Elise, the Napa leather dynamic Fox suite interior is appropriately appointed, along with the $1,300 Burmester audio easily drowns out of the loud noises from outside. It even has Distronic Plus adaptive cruise control, provided you checked the box for your $2,250 option. You'll appreciate having it while about the freeway along out to your track. The scenic route must be taken like a warm-up for your senses whenever possible, especially if there's a tunnel. And not requiring you to rig a surfboard to your roof isn't bad, either. 2018 Mercedes-AMG GT R specifications. Price: $157,995 base, $187,345 as tested. Engine: 4.0 liters DOC 32-valve twin-turbo V8 577 HP at 6,250, 516 lb-ft at 1,9500 revolutions per minute. Transmission: 7-speed dual-clutch automatic. Layout: 2-door, 2-passenger, front engine, RWD coupe. EPA mileage: 1,520 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH: 179.0 by 76.3 by 49.6 inches, wheelbase 103.5 inches, weight 3,428 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 3.5 seconds, top speed 198 miles per hour.